Sports continues its coverage.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man, second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But at short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's got room. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Higbee, 49 yards. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simple excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting right backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run it again with Henry. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they run a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Rolling to his left. And this one too low.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone, and that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay.
After review of the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes, left side. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Henry up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This is brought in at the 21. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know
He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now back to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens. 23 yards for a touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run. It's Henry, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it.
for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Back now in Nashville. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Second and 13. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards.
Okay, ready?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Right back to him on first down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They begin with Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
2nd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
163 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. They said beginning of the season.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like signing. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a